You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, we have got spoilers for Billy Abbott and his revenge plans and Sharon Newman's desperation to find out what she really did and did not do, and also a brother that is found after a private investigator does a deep dive. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to jump into a few confirmed spoilers for next week. Be sure to subscribe if you're not following us, and definitely come back tomorrow for our full roster of weekly CBS soap spoilers for Y&R. So to set up the first spoiler, we have Billy still intent on getting revenge on Victor Newman for turning his mom Jill Abbott against him and taking over the family business Abbott Chancellor. And Phyllis Summers has some ideas for how she and Billy might get revenge on Victor, because she's hated him for years and was also fired from Chancellor, and she just likes stirring things up and doing chaotic things. So she's definitely on board. And of course, it does help that Billy is one of the few people that Phyllis isn't raging at lately. She is angry at Michael Baldwin and Lauren Finmore. Michael is trying to keep Sharon out of prison, and Lauren spilled the beans that Phyllis knows Sharon didn't run her car off the road. So when Billy offers to hang out, Phyllis is understandably eager. She doesn't have a lot of friends and allies left. And Billy thinks it's really nice because Sally Spector tells him he can ditch her, go hang out with Phyllis, because she obviously needs a friend right now. I do worry that Billy is about to get in over his head with Phyllis, because showrunner Josh Griffiths said there's that Billy, Phyllis, Sally love triangle coming that I don't know who he thinks wants it. I don't want it. I don't know about you guys. In the week of December 16th, Billy and Sally are hanging out at Society when he tells her he won't fail, and she wants to know why. And he says, because he's got a plan. And then Billy tells Sally that he just walked in the door. I'm guessing that he's referring to is Victor, because that is where all his energy and hatred and, kind of chaotic energy is focused right now. So I just wonder exactly what Billy has in mind and whether Victor will see it coming. I mean, Victor has a lot of balls in the air as usual, and a lot of people hate him right now. So the next spoiler to talk about is the search for Nate Hastings' brother, whose name is Damian. I don't know if he's going to be Damian Lewis or have a different last name, but remember, Amy Lewis came to Nate, told him he has a half-brother he never knew about named Damian, and her son has no idea that he has a brother named Nate. So he and this new guy, Damian and Nate, share the same father, Nathan Sr., but Amy never told Nathan Sr. that they had made a son together. So next week, Telma Hopkins returns to Young and the Restless as private investigator Denise Tolliver, and Devon has worked with Denise before, and he's the one who recommended her to Nate. So PI Denise Tolliver tells Nate and Amy, it's your call where you want to take this. And Amy is saying very excitedly, we found your brother, Nate. In a recent update from the PI, Denise had told Nate that the search for Damian led her to LA. And it looks like Denise made really good progress because of her report back to Nate and Amy next week. And you'll be excited to know that Young and the Restless has already cast the role of Damian. Now, I'm not sure exactly. They said this thing about this double handsome twist. And so I know that I was wondering, might they be having Sean Dominic play both roles? They're not, which I think is good. The new actor's name that's coming on board is Nathan Owens. He debuts on January 8th as Damian, and you may recognize his face from past work on Days of Our Lives and some other projects. And he's very handsome, and I can definitely see he and Sean Dominic playing half-brothers. And it'll be interesting to see how Nate and his newfound brother get along. And, if there's resentment, the resentment should be aimed at Amy for keeping this secret forever. And also, there's going to be the rest of Nate's family and what they think about this guy. Devon and Lily Winters are very excited for him that he's in this process of finding this brother. Amy's, of course, thrilled. Audra is happy. Damian is quite handsome, which is very good news because he is supposed to be Lily Winters' new love interest. But the really exciting spoiler to me for the week of December 16th is one about Sharon Newman and her quest for the truth. And her guilt over murdering Heather Stevens. So Sharon has a bunch of supporters, Nick, Mariah, Faith, Michael. They all agree something's very strange because Sharon is not the type to just go and kill an innocent person. Like, she killed Cameron Kirsten, but that was in self-defense and to save Faith. That wasn't just cold-blooded murder. But that's exactly what Phyllis thinks that she's done. And the GCPD test results, of course, reveal that there was PCP in Sharon's last bipolar med prescription. That's troubling. And Michael thinks he can either get the charges against Sharon dropped or fight for an acquittal in court. And despite Michael and Nick's support and these test results, Sharon is still insisting she has to be punished for killing Heather, and it doesn't matter what was in her medication bottle. But Sharon has backed off, insisting that she goes to the DA and pleads guilty and goes to prison ASAP. And she told Nick and Michael she's going to give the police time to investigate this drug thing, and she wants to recover her memories if she can in the meantime. She needs to find out what is missing from her brain during these blackout spells. And of course, nobody's comfortable with Sharon confessing to bad deeds that she just can't remember doing it. And as I predicted, it's going to be Dr. Alan Laurent who conducts these hypnosis sessions with Sharon. Apparently, Alan is quite good at this, and, maybe he can get those memories back. She has had blackouts at key moments, for instance, and most importantly, like the night Heather died, and Heather was alive after they had scrabbled, and then she comes back from this blackout and she's dead. That's the big one. Several blackouts at Sharon's own home, another blackout the night of Phyllis's car crash. But Alan wants to make sure next week that Sharon understands, what's possible with this. So the week of December 16th, we'll see Alan coming over to Sharon's house and them discussing how the hypnosis will work, what they could get. And Sharon tells Alan she will do absolutely anything to get her memories back from that missing time. And of course, Sharon understands it might not work at all. Alan wants to keep her expectations realistic. And this should be really good because hopefully under this hypnosis, we're going to see Sharon find out that she didn't kill Heather, but she may have seen who did. She definitely didn't run Phyllis off the road, but she may remember seeing that person or the vehicle or the license plate, something that could lead the police on the path to capture Jordan Howard, who is still supposed to be in jail, and, her partner, Ian Ward, who's out of prison, but once he's found out to be involved in some of this, should be able to be returned to a prison cell. So there's very big stuff coming on all these storylines, and we'll have more in the full weekly spoilers for you tomorrow.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.